Well, I did it with all of your help. I have reached a monumental personal goal set for myself. I have reached 50,000 subscribers. I can't even begin to tell you how amazing that feels to me. Before I go on, I have to apologize. A lot of you may know that I got a lot of laundry right there. Let's fix that. You don't need to see that. A lot of you know that for the past week and a half, almost 2 weeks, I've had this really annoying cough. I got a cold, and the cough's not going away. So I'm chewing on a Halls right now to try to not cough as much. But I can't even begin to tell you how amazed I am. Back in October of 2007, I was sitting in my house here, downstairs actually, and I had just quit my job, and because of medical reasons. A lot of you guys know that I developed pancreatitis and was in a diabetic coma for over a week. Was in the intensive care unit, that close to being dead. And that's not an exaggeration by any stretch of the imagination. The doctors, my blood sugar was like 1400 or 1500, something like that. Typical blood sugar is like 100. That's an average person. I was like 14 times that. And the doctor straight up told my girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife, that they'd never seen somebody with that high of blood sugar and them be alive still. So I had gotten in there, literally, I had a very small window, and I'd literally gotten in there just in the nick of time for them to save my life. And I just got out of the hospital. I was sitting at home recovering. I was bored. I had nothing to do. I mean, it was crazy. My job that I had before, I worked for Bank of America as a merchant consultant. So people have teased me about never having a real job before. Trust me, I've had real jobs. And I was for over a year, and I say this, there's a lot of emotion in this, but I was quite literally homeless during that time. I lived out of my car. I lived out of hotels. My company paid for them, but I have been to 43 different states in our United States. I would drive from one place to another place to another place to another place, all over the United States. The only part of the country that I didn't really go up to, I didn't go past Pennsylvania. So I didn't do New York. I didn't do a lot of the New England states. Mostly because I just didn't really want to go through New York. But I was for all intents and purposes homeless during that time, living very, very badly. There's a lot of times I couldn't afford to eat. There were a lot of times that my meals consisted of whatever the hotel had for breakfast. Hotels usually have continental breakfasts, and I would eat their breakfast, and then I would take a whole bunch of leftovers back to my room, and that's what I would have for dinner. That's how I lived a lot of my life. During that time, all I had really was my two cats, Mitzi and Gracie. Mitzi's no longer with me. She had to be put down, but I still have Gracie, and she's my gray baby. I still have a lot of attachment towards her, and I blame myself for a lot of. She sometimes she gets a little finicky. She's a good cat, but she's got bad behaviors that I know are caused by the life that I put her through. So I, had a terrible time there, and it all culminated with me getting very sick. I mean, like I said, all I had to eat was absolute junk. So my body just went through hell. Forgive the language, but it was a very, very trying time for me. And I came to California, and I was out here working. I met my girlfriend, who, as I said, eventually became my wife, who is probably calling me right now. Nope. That's my buddy Optibotimus. I'll call him later. So, met her, and she quite literally saved my life in every way that I can possibly describe to you guys. So I'm extremely lucky to have found her. And in finding her, I was able to get my health back up. As I said, I quit that job, and I was sitting there bored and miserable while she was off working, and we got a notice for our house. The property managers needed to come in and do a termite inspection. So they came into the termite inspection and said, "Yeah, you got some termites. We need to tent your house." I'm like, "Oh, that sucks." All right. So they came in, tented the house. We ended up staying 2 days in a hotel, and again, I was bored in the hotel. So we went out to Walmart, and I had seen the excuse me, the Transformers 2007 Voyager class Ironhide toy, and I bought it. Pardon me. And I grew up loving Transformers. I was born in '78, so I grew up during that whole time. And as a kid, loved Transformers. And remembered getting the toy and not having any clue how to transform Ironhide. I had no idea. And so I went onto YouTube, and I found Matrix Prime, Jesse. If you guys don't know who he is, he got out of the game a long time ago, but he was one of the main guys. He's him along with Bolt, Matrix, Spada, Diansis, Biker Trash Wolf, Josh. A lot of these guys I'm going to thank later on, or who I call the godfathers of Transformer reviews. So I watched his video, Jesse's, and learned how to transform Ironhide. But he didn't show me how to transform him back. Ironhide came packaged in his vehicle mode. So I figured out how to transform him into his robot mode, and I'm like, well, how do I transform him back? So I was like, you know what? I could do what he's doing. So I got a little webcam. I don't know if I still have it. This is the webcam that I used to use to record my video reviews on. I sat down in my living room on a TV dinner table and did reviews. And Ironhide was my first one that I ever did. And I keep this because to me this is like a piece of history, I guess. This is what started it all for me. Now I'm using this. Probably not anymore. Wow, candid camera. Here we go, guys. So I was like, I could do that. So I did the video of them, and I used to do them in 3 parts. Now, this was back when YouTube didn't really have partners or anything like that. They had directors, which are very early accounts, and you didn't have time limits on it. But there was like no monetization. You didn't make money or anything. So I started doing that, and I did 3-part videos. One part was transforming it to robot mode. One part was transforming it back, and the other part was just my impression. So after doing videos for a while, now again, you got to remember this is back in 2007. Not a lot of people were doing them. I got some notice, some notoriety, and people were watching them and things like that. So I was getting some cool, views, and I was like, yeah, it's exciting. I kept on trucking. I had nothing else to do. Kept buying Transformers because I thought they were cool. And so the first person that I want to thank for my success is Michael Bay. I wouldn't have gotten back into Transformers if it wasn't for him. Now, say what you will about the movies and the franchise as it is. It brought people back to liking Transformers, myself included. It created a new G1 era for new Transformer fans. A lot of you guys that watch my videos are watching them because of the Michael Bay movies. So I have to thank him first and foremost. As I said, I do have to send out a big thanks to Spada, the Bolt Matrix, as well as Matrix Prime. They gave me my first kind of a big mention, I suppose. They used to do a podcast called TF Wire. Transformers Week in Review or something like that. And it was a podcast that was fairly well known back then. And I had gotten my hands on the animated Transformers animated Lockdown and Prowl, I think. And that was when the early reviews started happening, where people were getting these things way, way early, like months and stuff. And also before they got really expensive, because people over there didn't know that they could charge people whatever they wanted. And I got my hands on them and I reviewed them, and they gave me my first kind of big mention, and people started noticing me a little bit more. Once that happened, then the next person that came around was Josh, Biker Trash Wolf, who that's an old name that some of you guys may not know. And haven't spoken to Josh in a long time, but I owe him a great deal of thanks, because he was really a guy who sat me down, along with Simon Diancis. Both of those guys sat me down and were like, you can't worry about what other people think about your videos. I wanted to do them from way back then. I wanted to do, good quality videos, and they're like, don't worry about what other people think. Just do what you enjoy. Be yourself, have a good time, and just enjoy doing your thing. So those two guys really, really helped me out. Along the way, I met some other terrific people. There's so many. I can't sit here. Tyler, JT Mitchell, Kevin, Darth Devious, Bob Gilmer, TF Sentai Fan, Weather Mike. I mean, there's so many people. I cannot go through and thank all of you. But if you have given me support in any way, shape, or form over the years, I humbly thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you guys have allowed this to become my career. It's my job now to do this. I take it seriously. It is a business, and I treat it as such. And you guys have allowed me to do that. I know that I have not always been the easiest person to talk to. I know I've made mistakes along the way. All I can do is apologize for those mistakes, and hopefully fix things at some point in time with some people. No, that's not directed at anybody specific. I'm just thinking out loud. But I've met some great people along this way who have really helped to create this business for me. All the fans who for the longest time, I would never call you guys fans. I just said you guys were my friends. We have the same hobbies. We have the same interests. But when I went to BotCon in 2011, people came up to me and asked me to have their pictures taken with them and me autograph things, I was like, oh, I guess I do have fans. And I started accepting that. And I can't thank you guys enough. You make this possible. You have saved my life. You have put a roof over my head. You've allowed me to marry my girlfriend at the time, who is now my wife. Everything that I have, I owe to you guys. And that's why this is so important to me. This 50,000 subscriber contest that is officially starting today. It's all because of you. And I wanted to go big. You either go big or you go home. And since this was such a big deal to me, and I wanted to show how much I appreciate your guys' help doing this, I wanted to give back as much as I could. I still do. I mean, I constantly, on my Ustreams, on my weekly Ustream shows, I'm constantly giving things away. I mean, you guys visit my shows, you know that. Tomorrow, being Saturday, I'm doing another giveaway to celebrate me getting to 50,000 subscribers. So, it's crazy. But, as I said, along the way, I've met some amazing people that have allowed me to do this. First, and a lot of people I may become friends with are business people. So first I have to thank Andy from Kapow Toys, a true friend to me. Runs FullMetalHero.com. You guys should definitely check it out. It's a wonderful, it's a UK-based forum. He runs Kapow Toys, which is a UK-based store, online store, much like TF Source and BBTS. And he is a tremendous friend. He's been a friend of mine for a very long time, and there's a lot of things that I wouldn't be doing if it wasn't for him. I do have to thank Thomas from Toy Arena, the guy who runs ToyArena.com. Helped me out with a lot of reviews to do things. I haven't done anything for him in quite a while, actually, just because I'm stubborn. But he also deserves my thanks and my appreciation. Joe from Ace's Toy Store, another local person that I become friends with that runs a store, who's helped me out as well. Of course, I have to thank Randy Falk from NECA, who is you can put it around here on the bottom. He's the product designer or developer, I guess. Yeah, development. Had the honor of meeting him last year at San Diego Comic-Con. I'd like to think that we're a little bit close. He's a good associate of mine, and has really helped, to allow me to bring these reviews to you. So it's so very helpful. And of course, recently, Joel and Nick from Big Bad Toy Store. A lot of things have happened because of those guys. There was a time where I was having some problems financially, and I just got really stupid with my money and wasn't able to do as many reviews as I wanted. And once I got them on my side, they helped me by buying ad space on my videos, and that gave me a little extra money to be able to do things. So it's so many people that have contributed to my success, that this contest is for all of you guys. Now, all the rules are going to be posted down in the video description. I'm not going to go through them all, but here's what you're going to get. Many know that from when I announced the video, from then, and all the details, like I said, are going to be down here. So when I announced the video, and I'm going to post a link for the video if you guys haven't found it, up till this point, random letters have been popping up in some videos at different times. Completely random videos. Those letters are when you get them all together, it's a scrambled word. You need to unscramble the word, and when you unscramble the word, if you take that word and email it to me at optibotimuscontest@gmail.com, along with the links that you found the videos in. Again, all the rules are down here. Read them, please. I encourage you to read them. I don't want to disqualify anyone. Please read the rules. If you have questions, you can ask. But that's it. Now, when you send that in, the correct answers are going to be picked in a random generator thingamajigger, and the prizes are, there's going to be 3 prizes for you guys. There's going to be 3 winners. Third place, courtesy of Big Bad Toy Store, you will win a $100 gift card to Big Bad Toy Store. All the rules and everything, again, down in the video description. Read the video description. Second place, which is kind of weird because most people would think it's a first place prize. Second place is you're going to be getting an Encore Fortress Maximus. That's second place. Him. Where's it at? That guy. first place prize, let me actually go on here, because I sometimes have a hard time remembering it. Number one, you're getting a prize pack of 5 Masterpiece Transformers. You will be getting the recent released Takara Tomy Masterpiece 13 Soundwave. You will also get Masterpiece 12 Sideswipe or Lambor. You'll get Masterpiece 11 the Coronation Starscream. You will also get the Toys R Us exclusives Thundercracker and Optimus Prime. 5 Masterpiece figures. Optimus Prime, Thundercracker, Sideswipe, Soundwave, Starscream. All 5 of those, the grand prize winner. As I said, when you get the answers in, each person will be assigned a specific number. So if you're the first person to get it in, you don't stand more or a higher chance of winning, but you will be entrant number 1. And then 1, 2, 3, and so on down the line. All those people will be put in a random number generator. The third place person will be picked, second place person will be picked, grand prize person will be picked. You can be subscribed. Subscribe in terms of subscriptions. You have to be subscribed within 5,000 or 50,000. 50,001 doesn't count. This is for the people that are subscribed to me. This isn't a way to get more subscribers. This is the way to thank the subscribers that I've gotten. That's number 1. Number 2, you can be from anywhere. International people are more than welcome to be part of this contest. What the thing is, though, this is going to be pretty expensive to ship. It's a lot of stuff. If you're in the continental United States, I'm going to pay for shipping, no problem. If you are international, I'm going to ask you to pay for half of the shipping. Again, that's all in the rules. Hopefully, that's not going to be too bad. I mean, we're looking at maybe, I don't know, $50 or something to ship. I don't know what it's going to be. Depends on where you are. We'll worry about that when we come to it. But again, all the rules will be down in the video description. Please read them. Very, very important. That's really about it. The contest is now going to run for 2 weeks. You guys will have 2 weeks to go through it. To go back, if you missed any letters, to go back and find them. So, from today's date, which is the 7th, you will have until the 21st to be able to get all the letters. Then it'll probably take me about another week because then BotCon's going to be there. So in that week, so that then June 29th, I should be able to announce the winner. It's going to take me a week to kind of go through everything. Plus, like I said, BotCon's going to be going on, which I'm going to. 2013 BotCon, I'll be there. So that's all I can think of. Again, like I said, all the rules and everything are in the video description. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Use the email address that I provided, optibotimuscontest@gmail.com, to send your answers. If you have any questions, private message me here or send a comment. Whatever you want to do here on YouTube. Don't clutter the email with questions that you might have. And I will get to as many as I possibly can. I think that's about it. Again, thank you so much, guys. This has been a journey, and it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. It can only go up from here. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There's an airplane going over my house. I can't think of anything else. I mean, it's such an honor that you guys let me come into your house and entertain you. So, as I said, thank you very much. Good luck to everybody. I hope you guys have fun with this. Please have fun with this because it's meant to be fun and it's meant to give back to you guys. So, I'll see you around. And until next time, this has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.